we are in the QBO gym, and this is where we have numerous hands-on exercises that simulate real-life scenarios that you may encounter as a bookkeeper. Each month covers a variety of new topics and scenarios, and to make it a little bit easier for you, we break it down into 4 different sections. So if you are looking to work on your bookkeeping skills, this is the place for you. And if you want to do an entire month's worth of these all on your own, be sure to join our free 5-day bookkeeping challenge. All you need to do is click on the link in the description. But let's go ahead and get into today's exercise, which is coming from our October Year 1 warm-ups section. At the top here is an animated video to give you an understanding of what you, the bookkeeper, will be doing for your client Craig this month. Below that is an interactive pre-assessment quiz that relates to the video up above. Below that are the exercises in this section. And at the bottom here is an optional area where after you have gone through all of the exercises in this section and completed them, you will unlock some sample marketing posts that you can use on your LinkedIn to share with everyone what you have learned so far. So let's dive into today's exercise where we are going to practice receiving payments. Go ahead and click on that link to have the exercise come up for you. I have it over here on the right side of my screen, so let's read through the scenario. Craig is hoping to leave a little earlier than usual today. His nephew's birthday is today and he wants to pick up a gift before the party. Before Craig left, he deposited 3 checks on his bank's mobile app. Click on the button under the animated video in this section to download the list of checks. You will need it for this lesson. So if you scroll back here to the top, here is that animated video, and then below that is this button that says checks. Go ahead and click on that. It will start to download, and when you download it and open it up, this is what it will look like. You will see here that there are 3 different checks that we are going to receive payment for. You will need to be in the sample company to do this exercise. If you are not sure how to get into the sample company or get your own free QBOA account, be sure to click on the link in the description. I have the sample company here on the left side of my screen. This is the dashboard and what it will look like when you sign in. So let's go ahead and get started with the exercise. The first check is from Sushi by Katsuyuki for weekly gardening services. The check was for $120 to clear her past due invoice. Craig deposited this through his mobile banking app. So let's go ahead and create that transaction by clicking on the plus new button, and then selecting receive payment. So the plus new button is on the top left corner of the screen. Click on that, and then under customers, select receive payment. And when it comes up for us in the customer field, we're going to select Sushi by Katsuyuki. So go ahead and click into it. You can either scroll or start typing in their name. Either one is perfectly fine. Go ahead and click on it once you find it. And you'll notice that as soon as you do, you'll see that there are 2 open invoices for $80 as well as one for another $80, which is a total of $160. The check Craig had deposited, though, was for $120, which wasn't enough to cover both invoices. This indicates that the customer will only be able to make a partial payment on one of the invoices. When you apply the total amount paid, QBO will automatically fill the customer's oldest invoice with an open balance first and will apply anything remaining to the most recent invoice. Later, we're going to send a reminder for the balance still due. So let's go ahead and fill out this transaction. In the payment method field, we're going to select check. So click the down arrow and then select check. Now I'm going to leave the payment date as is. It's going to default to today, which your date may be different, but know that in real life you want this to actually match when the payment was received. In the reference number field, we want to type 1012 because that is the check number. So go ahead and click into that field and type that. In the deposit to field, we want to change this to checking. So go ahead and click into it and click on checking. Now this is a mobile deposit. So even when multiple mobile deposits are made at the same time, each check will appear individually in the bank feed. So it makes sense to simply deposit this check straight into the checking account as opposed to undeposited funds. So in the amount received field, we want to go ahead and type 120. So click into that field and type 120 since that is how much the check was. When you hit the tab key over, you will see that QBO has selected both of these invoices and it is going to be applying full payment towards this one since this is the oldest open invoice. And then the amount remaining is going to go into towards this more recent invoice. So we are good here. Let's go ahead and click on Save Anew because we have some more checks to process. Click that down arrow, select Save Anew. And now that payment has been saved and we have a new transaction that has come up for us. Now we're going to record the check for Rondano fruit and veggie that Craig deposited again via the mobile banking app. So in the customer field, let's go ahead and select their name. You can either scroll or type it. Once you find it, go ahead and click on it. In the payment method field, once again, we're going to select check since that is how they paid. So click on that. We're leaving the payment date as is for the purpose of this exercise. And then in the reference number field, we want to type 1418 since that is that is the check number, for this one. So click into it, go ahead and type that. Now, checking should already be selected here in the deposit to field. If for whatever reason it's not, make sure that you change it to say checking. In the amount received field, we're going to type 7860. So click into that, type 76 or 7860. When you hit the tab key over, the matching transaction will automatically be selected here with the checkbox. And as you can see, the check that I'm not sure. I think this is Tony Rondano, that he had sent for this amount is matching the opening balance here as well. So we are done with this one as well. So we're going to click on Save Anew once again. That is the green button on the bottom right corner. And that payment has been saved. And now we are going to move on to Gita. This is the final check and it is for $629.10. We can see that right here. Once again, Craig had deposited this check using his mobile app, his banking mobile app. So in the customer field, let's go ahead and select Gita's name. So click the down arrow, scroll a little bit, and you will see her name. Go ahead and click on it. Again, in that payment method field, we're going to click on check since that is how she paid, leaving the payment date as is for the purpose of this exercise. In the reference number field, we want to go ahead and put 1211 since that is the check number. So go ahead and click into it and type that. And once again, checking should already be selected here in this deposit to field. If for whatever reason it is not, just go ahead and click or change it here in this field so it does say checking. Now the amount that was received here on the check was for $629.10. So let's go ahead and put that in the amount received field. So once you do that and hit the tab key over, you will see that the matching transaction is automatically checked off and it happens to match the open balance is what matching the check amount that we had received. So that is the third one. So now we're just going to go ahead and save and close this. Click the down arrow next to Save and New and then select Save and Close. And now that received payment has been saved, and now we've processed those three checks. Now, even though you are done entering the checks Craig deposited, you've noticed that Sushi by Katsuyuki's payment did not cover their full balance and left one of their invoices partially paid. We're going to go ahead and send the customer a reminder that they still have a balance due. So let's go ahead we need to find their customer profile. So to do that from the left navigation bar, we're going to hover over customers and leads and then select customers. So customers and leads is on the left side here. This is the left navigation bar. Halfway down, customers and leads, hover over that and then select customers. Now we want to scroll down to Sushi by Katsuyuki. So go ahead and scroll down. Once you find their name here, you're going to click on the down arrow next to receive payment. Click on that, and then we're going to click on send reminder. Now here is, it gives you this pop-up. It gives you an option to adjust the subject line. You can change the message however you choose to. And then once you're done, you would go ahead and click on the green send button. Now you can go ahead and do that, and just know that you can't actually send these reminders. They're not going anywhere in the sample company, but that would be the process to send that reminder, and that's how you receive payments. Now, if you like this exercise and you'd like to do more like it, be sure to join our free 5-day bookkeeping challenge. All you need to do is click on the link in the description. We're going to continue on, and if you want to join, be sure to leave this session of the sample company open, as you will need it for the next exercise where we practice recording a cash payment. And I will see you in the next video.